So sitting comfortably. For those of you sitting on a chair, that means having your feet flat on the ground, about shoulder width apart. Sitting quite far back in the chair so that you sit upright, not slouching. Move your hands on your lap, your right hand on top of your left hand, your right index finger touching your left thumb. Take a deep inhalation, a full breath. Hold it. Exhale, letting go of the past. Gently closing the eyes, not squeezing them shut. Breathing in. Exhale, letting go of the future. Breathing in the present moment. Exhale, letting go of the external world. Imagining you're all alone somewhere on like a deserted island beach, on a mountain top, or in the forest, somewhere that you know, somewhere that you like. When you feel there, you feel solitude. You feel at peace. Nothing to do and no one to worry about. So mentally transporting yourself to maybe a favorite holiday location where you feel at peace. Nice, beautiful, natural spot. Just imagining it and recollecting that place as if you were still there. With nothing to think about in the future, no one to worry about. Just breathing, being. And as you exhale, breathe out all stresses, all negative feelings, all negative emotions, all that heavy feeling you may have accumulated over the weeks and days. And breathe it out like a plume of smoke, leaving you, using your imagination. It doesn't have to be seen clearly. We're just pretending so that the subconscious mind, which doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality, will help us to release, let go of all that stress. Breathing it out on every exhalation. Letting go, throwing it all out of your mind. Both those thoughts and those feelings, breathing them out. And as you breathe in on every inhalation, breathe in light. The light of happiness, as if it's filling you up like a balloon, filling up every part of the body, so that we breathe out all the negative, breathe in pure positivity and happiness and joy. So that your feelings start to change, changing from the negative to the positive. If any thoughts come up of past or future, be aware of that and let them go on the exhale. Now that we've adjusted our mind, emptied it, relaxed it, we can now relax the body. We're going to start relaxing the body part by part, starting around the eyes. We don't squeeze them shut, they're only half closed, letting some light in so we don't have any tension around the eyes. Relaxing the eyebrows, not furrowing your brow. Relax the whole forehead, smoothing it out. Relaxing the temples and the jaw, not squeezing it shut. We store a lot of tension here. So let it be slack, let it be loose. Mouth maybe even slightly open. Relaxing the cheeks. And lips. Let go of any remaining tension in the face. Let go of any tension in the sides of the head. And the back of the head. Relaxing down into the neck. And throat. As you breathe in, feel the shoulders rise up. As you breathe out, feel them drop. The tension going. Can restore a lot of tension in the shoulders. If you find that they're still tense, you can deliberately tense them a little bit. Hold it and then relax. It can help to let that go. So you feel this relaxation flow down the tops of the shoulders, the deltoids, into the upper arms, biceps and triceps, relaxing down past the elbows into the forearms, relaxing the wrists and the palms of the hands. You might find that they tingle or feel warmth flows into them. Relaxing each finger one by one. Relax. Breathing in, breathing out, relaxing the chest, relaxing the upper back. With each breath, relaxing down the body. The breath going deeper, breathing into the solar plexus area, relaxing the lower and middle back, feeling the belly expand and fall back as we breathe from the abdomen. Relaxing into the hips, and down the insides of the legs, inner thigh, the hamstrings, the outside of the thighs, the quadriceps, and down past the knees, down the calves, past the ankles, to the heels, soles, balls to the toes. Relax, letting go of any remaining tension in the legs. Letting go of any remaining tension in the body. Breathing in, breathing out. Feel the air coming in through the nostrils and out. Placing a bit more awareness on the right nostril for men and the left nostril for ladies. This is what we call the first base of the mind. It's the doorway inside. Just being aware, lightly, not over focusing, on the right nostril for men and the left nostril for ladies. Concerned about the actual breath. Just keeping our vague awareness there, softly and gently. To stop our mind from wandering and thinking, we're going to use a mantra, a word that we say over and over again in our minds, just to stop our mind from thinking about everything else. So reciting in the mind the words Samma Araham, Samma Araham, Samma Araham, Samma Araham, Samma Araham, over and over and over again, as if it's going round and round by itself, like a song that's stuck in your head, so that it becomes automatic, subconsciously going round and round, so the conscious mind can take a rest. Just letting the thoughts just come and go. All the while the mind is still floating on the first base of the mind. The first of 7 bases on a pathway inside. If our awareness should wander anywhere else, back to the base of the mind that we're working on. As it rests there, the awareness will become more subtle, softer, more spacious. Find ourselves becoming calmer, more relaxed. Now moving our awareness upwards, about an inch to the inside corner eye. The right eye for men and the left eye for ladies. This is the second base of the mind. Again, not being too precise about it. In practice, your awareness will be like a big ball of awareness, wide, spacious, but centered on that area. And if it wanders off to other parts of the body, when you notice it, just gently touch the awareness back to where it should be. And similarly, you find yourself thinking about this or that and forgetting the mantra, and we just go back to it. Samaraham, Samaraham, Samaraham. And even if we find ourselves becoming too involved in our thinking, then we just listen to the mantra a bit more. Should the thoughts go into the background, like chitter chatter, coming and going, without any real awareness of what you're thinking about, we don't need to pay too much attention to the mantra, letting it also be in the background. So we just relax, unwind, becoming calmer and more still. And when the mind is subtle enough that it becomes more spacious and soft and relaxed, you'll be able to move inside, inwards, backwards, towards the center of the head. It's as if there was a line from the front of the head to the back, from the left to the right. And where it crossed would be the center of the head. So the awareness moves inwards. Practice, you will feel the whole head, yet centered on the center of it. This is the third base of the mind. Only paying very soft, gentle attention. Just enough to keep it in that rough area, not letting it wander off. While we steady and calm the mind the mantra. Samaraham, Samaraham, Samaraham. Round and round. When you practice this on your own, you can go as fast or slow through the 7 bases of the mind as feels natural or comfortable. Sometimes you may just stay on one of them as it feels comfortable, and that's okay. As the mind becomes more subtle and more still, it will move through the 7 bases by itself, moving from the 3rd to the 4th base of mind, about an inch downwards at the level of the upper palate, the roof of the mouth. This marks the beginning of moving the mind downwards, moving the awareness out of the brain, out of the head eventually. Just gently and softly it will move down. All the while just bringing the mind back whenever you notice that it's wandered off. And should you find yourself getting sleepy, just freshening up the mind, taking a deeper breath, for example. Should yourself get too tense, then just go back to relaxing. Now floating down again from the 4th base to the 5th base of the mind, down to where the head meets the neck, in the center of the throat. With practice, you'll be able to move through the 7 bases of the mind quicker. As you become more familiar with them, and the mind becomes more subtle and calmer and quieter. And the mind will become more spacious. Boundaries between the body and the environment start to dissolve. The awareness expanding. You'll find a little awareness may even expand. It now expands into the body. We now float the awareness downwards, softly and gently like a feather, drifting down, past the neck, down past the chest, slowly and delicately. It will float all the way down to the level of the navel, deep inside the body, just as if a line was drawn from the navel to the back and from the left side of the body to the right, where they cross the sixth space of the mind, straight down, yet softly and gently, till the mind floats in the center of the body, although your awareness may fill the whole belly, but centered around the height of the navel. All the while staying with the mantra Sammaraham, 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 looping around and round, seemingly endlessly. Although in practice the mantra may disappear and the thoughts disappear as well. If at any time you feel like just being still, no thoughts, just allow that to happen. But usually the mind will return to thinking. If it wanders too much, we would just go back to the mantra again. The mantra's ultimate goal is just to still the mind. When the mind becomes still, it's not needed. But it's normal as a beginner that the mind is anything but still. So we must be patient and be neutral, not caring or being concerned about this. Understanding and accepting it as just the nature of the mind. Now floating the awareness upwards about an inch or 2 finger widths to the seventh base of the mind, the exact center of the body. You may feel a slight difference in feeling at this base of the mind to the previous 6. This one is the home of the mind, where it feels at rest and where it can come to a standstill easily. At this location, we can find inner peace and happiness more easily than all the other locations. But initially, because our minds are not used to staying still and wander around and around, it can be quite difficult to keep the mind on one place for too long. So when we have lots of wandering thoughts, or when we're sleepy, then we can go through the 7 bases of the mind, backwards and forwards, from the 7th base of the mind, back down an inch to the 6th base of the mind. Sammaraham, Sammaraham, Samaraham, and floating upwards to the fifth base of the mind, where the head meets the neck. Samaraham, 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 floating upwards to the roof of the mouth, the upper palate, fourth base of the mind. Samaraham, 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 floating up about an inch to the center of the head, the third base of the mind. Samaraham, 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 floating forwards to the inside corner of the right eye for men, left eye for ladies, the second base of the mind. Samaraham, 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 down to the first base of the mind, the right nostril for men, the left nostril for ladies. Samaraham, 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 and floating back up to the second. Samaraham, Samaraham, inside to the third, center of the head. Samaraham, Samaraham, down to the fourth, about an inch down. Samaraham, Samaraham, floating down to where the head meets the neck. Samaraham, Samaraham, drifting gently down, all the way down to the sixth base of the mind at the level of the navel, inside the body. Samaraham, Samaraham, floating up an inch or two finger widths to the seventh base of the mind. Samaraham, Samaraham, over and over and over and over again. Samaraham. You can either go up and down like this as you like, or you can stay there at the seventh base of the mind if that feels comfortable for you. Maintaining this balance between awareness and relaxation. If you find yourself getting too sleepy, then just go up and down the seven bases quicker. Whereas if you find yourself more tense, then just stay at one of them, keeping awareness soft and spacious, expanded. Balancing your mind between awareness and relaxation. So let's carry on together, meditating in quiet until the end of the meditation.